Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. This is Connie with Bray Paper Crafts, coming on today with the project share for you. More than just a scrapbook layout. This will always be probably my first love anymore, is to do projects like this. Although I do have some scrapbook layouts I am working on, so just want to let you know. And I have a couple of you to get back to on comments. I'm sorry. I will get there. The way comments are coming through is a little different now, so more changes. Anyway, let's get started here. This is a seed packet, and I saw this on, I think it's, if I say the name right, I'm really sorry if I say it wrong. It's V as in Victor, L, Ballon, I'm not sure, it's B as in boy, ALLEN 1. She got a rack from Jan Scala. Jan doesn't do videos, but she is an amazing crafter. So, and I have contacted Jan, and I have been given permission to redo some of her projects, so to speak. Her work is just outstanding, so I can't say I copied in any way. I got the inspiration from her. So I'm going to jump in and get started here right away. I just used some flowers from my stash. These were gifted me from a wonderful lady, Lisa, in California. Thank you. I am using things. Haven't been doing a lot of projects like this lately, and I do hope to get back to a few. This little yellow ribbon or flower in the center too is also part of the rack I received. I've got some little butterflies here. There's actually 3 right here. Those are from a very old Sizzix embosslet, I believe it is, folder, and excuse me, I got them from Stampin' Up! Years and years ago. In the center of my butterflies, I did use Perfect Pearls. I did those in, I think it's the pearl or the white color, I'm not sure. I don't always have a lot of extra bling and stuff, so I love Perfect Pearls. In fact, these little dots are the yellow Perfect Pearls that I used. The bow I made with my bow and all, and then I just have some twine that I also made into a bow. Or I'm not sure what that fiber is exactly. It's not twine, it's real fibrous. I love it. Got that from Really Reasonable Ribbon. The ribbon I had in my stash, it's just an iridescent ribbon. And then these 2 leaf swirls, those are dies that I had in my stash. So from time to time I do use dies. This yellow ribbon with the gold and this lace trim is from Really Reasonable Ribbon also. And I did just put it around the back for the lace. I didn't have enough of the yellow. The ends of the yellow, I actually put a little bit of art glitter glue on and then let it dry so it doesn't fray, because I'm sure if I looked hard enough I would find some fray check stuff in my sewing stuff, but I didn't feel like going that route. This bee is from Treasure Box Designs. It's popped up, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but I do have it on, yeah, 1 layer of foam tape just to give it a little bit of dimension. The envelope, and you'll see, is got the stripe and then the polka dot. This is one of the envelope patterns from Cricut Design Space. I did not have double-sided paper. This is very thin paper from, oh, you know, when you get those like 180 stacks or you buy single sheets, it's very thin. That's the paper I used. And then I just cut 2 of them, glued them together, folded up my envelope. Works perfectly. If you ever, it's going to be thick and stiff, but for a project like this, that's what I wanted. So, and then I inked all my edges, And then on the inside, I'll take these out a moment. This doily die is from my Scrap Chick. She has a doily set, so I don't have any paper doilies this size, and I was chatting with someone online. Hi Lisa, and unfortunately getting supplies right now is not easy. I don't have a craft store right in my town, and sending my sister to get craft supplies, sometimes I'm not sure what I'm getting, so I don't send her anymore. I just try to order or find what I need. Anyway, this is actually a seed packet. And I just took a little clothespin. Boy, lately, I'm sorry, my mind is just not where it should be. And then I just put another little rose on top there just to kind of decorate it. So that just pops in there. And then I'll move this a moment, a little bit. I made this little tag to go in there. If you can't read it very well, it says, "Give a weed an inch, it'll take the yard." This little bug is actually part of the bee set, so those two come together. And I thought that was adorable. He is in all different colors. And the recipient of this likes yellow, so that's why I did them in all different yellows. And if I may say so, I do like how that turned out with the different colors. It all just coordinates. And then this flower is actually a flower that I put a rose in the center, and then I did 3 different sizes of flower petals from Cricut Design Space, and just used my stylus to give a little bit of dimension. The leaves are also from Cricut Design Space. The bow I made on my Bow It All, and the ribbon again from Really Reasonable Ribbon. And then on here, you actually, on his body part, this first piece, could actually cut holes out. I don't like working with things quite that small, so I just use Perfect Pearls. I hit the contours. So that is that one. Oh, and my tag is from Cricut Design Space, and I put it through the Softly Falling folder. I cut it once in white and then a yellow. I don't know if it's solid. I think it's a solid yellow, but again, no, it's the background of this. You just can't tell it because it's inked and stuff, but again, very light paper. And then I put the top layer on, and I put the sentiment on with the Cricut because I'm too lazy to go get a 6 strip to plug my printer in with another, because I don't have as many outlets as I did. So anyway, I'll get there someday. But that is that first project. And then I created one more a little bit different, and this is the second one I created. This I did as a crisscross card, and I'll show you in a minute. I'll just show you the top piece. This little ladybug is from, and the flower are from Marjorie Ann Designs, the Ladybug Hugs design. I love, love, love this pattern. I did use not glossy accents, Nouveau drops on the wings for the black. I did not want to cut out those little circles. Again, sometimes it's just easier to do it this way. So I'm all about ease some days. So I had this stamp. I got that from in a rack from Kim. Thank you, Kim. I've been using those a lot. Again, here are my little butterflies from my same previous the Stampin' Up! Embosslets, Oh my goodness. I don't use them very often, so forget I have them. I did put some bling on I got from Kim Ferguson. Thank you, Kim. And I do use that, so I'm appreciative to have that. I believe this little red dot pearl in the middle is also from Kim. And again, my bow is made with the Bow It All. I love that thing. I know a lot of people have different bow tools. I got this. I'm in love with it. I'm finally learning how to tie the backs. Anyway, but that ribbon also is from Really Reasonable Ribbon. And I just put that on just to give, because the card itself was pretty boring otherwise, so I wanted to give it, because even without that, I just wanted to give it a little bit of dimension there. And I will take these out and show you how I did the back. Again, I just made it's a 5.5 by 4 1/4 crisscross card. This piece is glued in. The back piece is cut with the circles die. It's the scalloped one from Stampin' Up, and then this inside circle is cut with just a no-name die. I have it actually got stitching in it, so it fit perfectly. So I've got in the back, I've got red stripes, and then I've got the gingham, and then I've got the polka dots. Just kind of wanted to stick with the theme. The grass also is part of the border. I just sized that to fit on there. And then I have my seed packets, again, just put on with clothespin, and I just have this flower from Really Reasonable Ribbon. So I stick those in there. And then I have a little tag I made. I just enlarged the ladybug in the hands here, put some Nuvo drops on. Again, had my Cricut do the sentiment. I'm not very good at sizing those yet. They look smaller than what they appear, but getting there. Then again, the bow I made in the twine, or this is more like almost like a crochet thread, which it could be. I have a spool of it. I don't know if I took it off, but anyway. And then I'm not sure where the red ribbon came from. I had that. And then the Corbichon, it's just a covered flat back button, so to speak, metal part. That's also from Really Reasonable Ribbon. Sorry, I keep moving my paper so you can see what I'm doing here. So that just tucks in there. And I was very happy with the way these turned out. They'll be Mother's Day gifts if you're not getting that already. But anyway, I wanted to thank you all for joining me. I hope to be back soon with a couple of scrapbook layouts. I've almost got the one ready to go. I'm also going to be working on a trial envelope mini album I saw on Rosa Kelly's scrapbooking, I think it was. But I'm going to be using my Bind It All to bind it. Going to be using up some of my Easter and spring paper I have, so it's going to be more of an Easter theme mini. And I'll be doing some, I want to say, paper pieces and stuff to put in it. So I will be sharing that as I go, bits and pieces along the way. That'll take a while, just because I don't have as much time as I did previously to scrapbook, but we'll get there. If it turns out I want to do a fall one, I may do that a little bit different, but lots of projects in store. I just have to get busy now and get to them. So thank you all for joining me. Have an awesome day, and I hope everybody is well. It's really uncertain times, so take care, everyone. If you have any questions, leave a comment. If you like the video, please consider subscribing and hitting that like button. Otherwise, take care.